Hi. Oops. Why am I so white? Hi, everybody. Today, sorry, there's a fly. Today, I'm going to be talking about growing up as somebody who has been called big boned by her family the whole time. Big boned? I always thought in my head, big boned? That don't exist. Well, let me tell you something. Growing up, I was obese. I'm still obese right now. But I mean, I just gave birth right now, so I gained a bunch of weight, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about, growing up. I was obese. And, I'm 5'1", and I was 160 pounds in high school, and then I went up to like 178 at my biggest in high school. That's a little bit around where I'm at right now. Maybe a little bit more, but, and I'm just saying, like, big boned was a thing that my family would tell me. You're just big boned. Like, nobody told me why I was fat. Nobody told me, you're fat because you eat too many calories. I didn't even know what a calorie was. I thought that skinny people were blessed. I thought that they could eat a bag full of 72 pizza rolls, Tostino's pizza, a whole full bag of Family Doritos in a day at 5'1", and not move a muscle all day, just sit all day, literally watching TV, and they'd just be skinny. That's what I thought, because nobody told me. School didn't tell me. School didn't tell me about calories until I was in 10th grade. 10th grade is when they told me about calories. That's when we had nutrition class, where I finally learned about calories. And I was like, my whole life, people have been telling me, we just have big bones. Now, at the time, I didn't believe it, and it annoyed me because I was like, this isn't bones, this is fat. And I was like, Mom, this is fat, like, this isn't bones. And she's like, we're big bone, look at my fingers. And I was like, Mom, your fingers are way bigger than mine. That literally, like, my wrist, look at my wrist. This is this tiny wrist, like, literally it's tiny. Like, this is not big bone. Like, my fingers are small. I got small fingers. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Like, people would literally tell me in my family that I was big boned. And I didn't know anything about why I was fat. I didn't know that, exercising made you skinnier. I didn't know that calories from food made you fat. I didn't know that. Nobody told me. School didn't tell me. Nobody told me. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Am I just gonna fucking magically get the information? I didn't have a phone. I didn't have Google. What did I have? I didn't have anything. Like, literally, I'm not gonna lie to you, in middle school, I had a computer. And I Googled, because my friend was talking about calories. And I Googled what a calorie was, and it said it was energy from food. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? I didn't know what that meant. I was like, okay, energy from food, cool. And that's literally the extent of the information pretty much that I got from it. And it said that eating too many calories can make you obese. So I had to learn that from Googling it in middle school. Yeah, but I didn't actually, get taught the information from somebody else until 10th grade. So that's stupid. Stop telling your kids they're big boned. Tell them why they're fat. You're fat because you eat too fucking much. That's why. This is literally educating your kids. You don't have to say it like that. You can say, sweetie, calories are energy from food, okay? They're energy that your food has in it, that your body uses. And if you eat too many of these energy points, we can call them, your body goes, where do I put it? So it makes fat because you have too much energy. And it stores it for later use if you need it. So if you continue to overeat, you'll continue to have fat. It's literally that simple. It's not degrading to tell your kids why they're fat. It's not. It's educating them on why they're fat. Do you know why you're fat? Maybe nobody told your mom why she was fat and she doesn't know. This is a literal thing. People are not educated about fat. Not everybody knows why they're fat. In high school, I didn't know why I was fat. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't at the same time. I knew what a calorie was, but I didn't really know, like, you know, how much I had to eat. I didn't know anything about nutrition. They didn't teach me anything. So I had to learn this all by myself. And, you know, I was tired of being fat in high school. So I finally, in 10th grade, decided to lower my calories. So I went from 160 to like 140 something, 147. And then I stopped losing weight and I was like, because I made my calories through the day 1,500. That's what I did in high school. And I got down to 147 pounds and I just stayed there. And I was like, it said that the minimum amount you have to eat is 1,200. But I'm eating 1,500 and I'm still overweight. A healthy weight for my height is 104 pounds to 131 pounds. So the fact that I was still over 15 pounds overweight, you know, it really tells you something. That maybe 1,200 calories isn't for everybody, okay? Especially if you don't do anything. If I'm literally just sitting all day long, is my little 5'2" ass really gonna need 1,200 fucking calories? Because I went on a 1,200 calorie diet, and guess where my weight was? I got down to about 136 pounds. Still overweight for my height. Still. So clearly, that's not for everybody. If you're an extremely sedentary 5'2" person, I think that you just need to play around with it. Try to eat healthy foods. I don't think it's for everybody. You know, I think that's a general, you know, consensus of whatever people think. Who knows? I don't know. It also depends on what you're eating. What are you eating? 1,200 calories of Pop-Tarts? Because that's what I ate. Because I figured all calories were created equal. Well, I was wrong. Because later on in life, I went on a diet where I ate only vegetables, meat, and fruits, and I could eat a lot more calories. I ate over 2,000 calories a day, and I was at about 136 pounds still. And I ate a lot more. So what you eat, if you're eating a bunch of like sugar and carbs, like breads and pastas and fucking Pop-Tarts, you know, stuff like that. Us little people, if you're not doing, you know, moving your body around, like me, I'm sedentary. I don't do nothing. All I do is sit. That's all I do. At this point in my life, all I do is sit. Okay? That's literally all I do. I'm not joking. I just sit. People need to understand that, you know, when you're short, you need less calories than somebody who's like 6 foot tall. Do you feed a fucking Chihuahua the same amount of food as a Rottweiler? No, you don't, because Chihuahuas are smaller. Okay? You don't feed a fucking a pug the same amount as a fucking golden retriever. It's just not. That's not what we do. Because the pug's gonna be overweight if you do that. So I don't think that's for everybody. No, every body is different. You know, every single person moves around at different points throughout the day, and some people work. I don't work. I don't even stand for 8 hours a day. Okay? I literally am sedentary. Some people are like that. Some people don't even stand all day. Now, I do stand and pace around the house, but yeah, I'm pretty much sedentary. But anyway, I do it because I get bored. And I want to go outside, but my Wi-Fi, I don't have Wi-Fi when I go outside, so like I can't listen to the songs I want to listen to. Plus, I have my baby right now, so I can't just leave him in here because he's taking a nap. But yeah, what I'm saying is, I was uneducated growing up, and I didn't know why I had fat on my body until, you know, later on in life. And I just think that that's fucking ridiculous. I think that, you know, people need to stop telling their kids you're big boned. No. If that's what your mom told you, no. Okay? Big boned and obese are not the same. They're not. If you got lots and lots of fat, you are not big boned. You are obese. It is literally that easy. And all you gotta do is use, you know, figure out how much energy you need to use. You use a calculator online for your weight and height. And then just use that, and then wait till you plateau. When you plateau is when you stop losing weight. Once you stop losing weight, you have to adjust something, whether it's your exercise or your food, okay? Your exercise or your food. If you're not losing weight, eating 1,200 calories a day anymore, and you're still overweight, like I was, what I suggest doing is lowering your carbs. What I remember what I did was I made like my carbs like a handful, and my hand's small, like literally the size of your palm, and that's all I would eat in carbs all day. And then I would have only chicken breasts. I would eat like 6 chicken breasts a day. I would have multiple frozen bags of vegetables. This was when I was 136 pounds and sedentary. And I would eat however many nuts I wanted, unsalted nuts, just regular nuts, not trail mix, just nuts. And then I would eat however many vegetables I wanted, and however much meat I wanted, and however much fruits I wanted. I would eat like maybe 6 apples a day if I wanted, or, you know, 5 bananas, however much I wanted. And I was less than I weigh now, because, like, first of all, when you're eating whole foods like that, your body, I don't know what it does, but I don't know, something about carbs just, it makes me fat. And I eat a lot of carbs right now, which is why I'm fat. Like literally, all I ate today was whole grain pasta with some mushrooms and broccoli, and then I had a yogurt. No, I had 2 yogurts. That's what I ate today. Oh yeah, and half a can of tuna for protein. That's all I ate today. I don't think it was a lot. But yeah, that's literally all I ate today, and I'm kind of poor right now, but besides the point, that's besides the point. The point here is, why the fuck did I think I was fat my whole life? For no reason. It's because my mom said I was big boned. Not just my mom, my aunt. My aunt said I was big boned. I was like, and then the girls at school, I noticed they were skinny and they would eat way less than me. Like I remember my friend Lexi, she was about 115 pounds and 5'5". I remember one day she told me all she ate was a piece of pizza. And I looked at her like this. That's all you had? But she's at a healthy weight. And she's a sedentary person. She's at a healthy weight, she's fine. And I'm over here overweight, and I'm wondering why. It's because I eat too fucking much. I didn't know. How am I supposed to know? Nobody told me. Everybody always made me think I was big boned. Even though I knew they were full of shit, but I just didn't know the answer. I just thought it was bad genetics. I thought I was cursed to be fat forever. But in fact, that's not the case. So if your mom or dad ever told you you're big boned, no. You're not big boned, honey. Like I said, you know, calories are an energy source that we eat. We take in through food. So if you eat too much food, all the energy that you're eating, the extra energy, gets stored as fat. That's literally the answer. So if you're like me, you're in high school, you're in middle school, and you don't know why you're fat, well, that's why. And your parents always told you, oh, I'm big boned. No, you're not big boned. That's it. That's why you're fat. And it's fixable. You can also, you know, use your excess energy by, you know, working out or even eating less. It's fine, you're fine. Or eating less carbs. I feel like for me it's carbs and sugar. And I'm not talking sugar from fruits, I'm talking about dessert. Sugar from fruits, that's not something that I count. I'm talking about like dessert, because because I love dessert. It's fucking good. Who the fuck doesn't like dessert? I don't know. But that's it. That's why you're big bone. I mean, that's why you're not big bone. That's the lie that bitches told me when I was growing up. They said, you big bone. No, no, no. I'm not big boned. I'm fat because I eat too much, and that's the answer. And there are really people that don't know. And it's okay, because I understand you. And sometimes you just need to learn. And if you want to not be fat anymore, all you have to do is, like I said, look up a calculator on how much you have to eat. Try to do that for a month or two until you stop losing weight, and then adjust it accordingly. That's it. It's very easy. Or you can also go to the gym and burn calories that way. But yeah, that's the answer. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.